you're saying, can I see a little gay fella get a rope on his arse? You're the one requesting that, Karl.
Hey fam! It's your girl Ash and I am back with another video, and I'm back at it with the Ricky Gervais Show, Season 1, Episode 2, Knob Night. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about Episode 1 when Karl said okay, alright. I'm thinking about Episode 1 when Karl said that the 7-year-old lady dies and it just reproduces a baby. I don't know. That was just hilarious. And the monkey. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about that. If you guys would like to check out that episode, the link will be up at the top. If you guys would like to join my Patreon or follow me on Instagram, the links will be down in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Hit that red button so you can be a part of the family. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Enough of me talking. Let's get straight into this reaction. Oh my god. I'm still thinking about that. Oh my god.
For the past few years, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Karl Pilkington have been meeting regularly for a series of pointless conversations. This is one of them.
Testy, is that right? Hello and welcome to the Ricky Gervais Show with me, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, hello, and the little round-headed buffoon that is Karl Pilkington. Right.
Oh my god.
Rick, you'll be pleased to know we've already had some responses, and Simon and Mark have already emailed us in this link to something that was on the BBC News website. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's a remarkable story. Lion mutilates 42 midgets in Cambodian ring fight. That's just the headline.
That's a hell of a headline. That makes me want to know more about the story.
Well, that's what a
headline should do.
Spectators cheered as entire Cambodian midget fighting league squared off against African lion. So tickets had been sold out 3 weeks before the much anticipated fight. The fight was organised when an angry fan contested Yang Shamoni, president of the CMFL, claiming that one lion could defeat his entire league of 42 fighters. Well, the fight was ended, Rick, after only 12 minutes, after which 28 of the midget fighters were declared dead.
I'm surprised they all did that.
The other 14 suffered severe injuries, including broken bones, lost limbs, and they were basically unable to fight.
But the lion wasn't hurt?
It would have seemed that the lion was okay.
Oh, good. Well, that's amazing.
Ricky said, oh, good.
I mean, you're bound to have a take on that.
See, what's annoying me is I've sent money to Cambodia because apparently they're hungry and I haven't got any energy. So what's going on?
Well, it's much easier to fill up a midget than it is a regular Cambodian.
That's much easier to fill up a
I
midget.
feel like I'm being cheated a bit.
You were conned before with a charity, weren't you?
Well, a few times, yeah.
What about the old lady? What was that?
I got stopped. And it's like, they sort of drag you in by saying, have you got a gran? And I said, no, they died and that. It's like, oh, did they die of the cold? No, ill, what have you, just old age. He said, well, what happens with a lot of people's grans is they die in the cold, right? So I was like, oh, that's bad, isn't it? Anyway, so she's chatting, and she's showing me pictures of these old women who look cold, right? Saying, look at her, that's Edna. You know, she's got no family, she can't pay the bills and all that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh yeah. Anyway, it goes on for about 15 minutes and you feel bad. You're giving your bank details, right? And what happens is, every couple of months you get a letter from Edna. Well, it's not from her, it's typed up and what have you. But there's a picture of Edna, right? And it's saying, oh, this December, you know, Edna's going to be extra cold. It's cold outside, she can't afford to pay the heat and what have you.
Yeah.
Keep going, right? So you keep paying every month like £5 or whatever. Get another letter a few months later, right? Edna's sat there. She's got a tan.
What?
What do you mean she's got a tan?
Hold on. This is exactly why I never donated to those places. Never, ever. I know that they be having like, oh, Save the Dog Foundation, Save the the homeless kids somewhere. I'm sorry, I don't believe any of that stuff. I don't know where my money is going to. I can't believe Carl signed up for it.
Well, when they said, it's cold, I thought they meant for the heating, not to send her on holiday for a month. She sat there with a tan. I'm not joking.
Are you sure it wasn't just a sort of a slight problem in the printing?
No, definitely.
Sure, it
she
wasn't
looked well happy.
Sure, it wasn't liver failure.
You see, when you become like bad to avoid people like that, do you know what I mean? Because some people say you shouldn't. They're people like us who just had a bit of bad luck.
Of course they are.
Yeah, I know, but I remember one on our estate, right? And she was a bit. What's the word that you can use? Because I don't want to offend anyone. But I'd say but sort of mental homeless. Is that a term?
That's the official term.
I think that is the
new official term. It's mental homeless-itis.
Right. So she lived on the estate and what have you, and she aged.
How was she homeless if she lived on the estate?
Well, she sort of decided to stay around there because I think people on the estate spoke to her more than people who had money. So this mental homeless woman on the estate, and what she used to do, right? She acted quite normal. And she used to always push like a pram around with her, right? And everyone was like, she can't have a kid, can she? Right? And she was dead happy every day. She was up and down, walking up and down the road. Anyway, one day she sort of walked past, right? Turned round and looked in the pram. There's a bucket with a face on it.
Oh my god.
Rick, we've had an email here from a bloke. I think you're going to respect him, because I think you can tell straight away from his name that he's the kind of guy you'd want to hang out with. Go on. I know how much you love fun people.
Yeah.
Well, Paul, and he's calling himself this, Paul the Party Animal Parker. He's emailed in. He's given himself that moniker.
Right, I assume they're in sort of like quote marks,
They're in speech marks, yeah. Paul the Party Animal Parker.
And he's called himself that.
Yeah.
That I can't wait.
So when you picture him, what are you thinking?
Millhouse. I think he looks like Millhouse from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's working in sort of an IT department, maybe?
Yeah,
The IT department.
Okay, right, yeah. And this is the vital question. Do you believe him to be a party animal?
I believe him to be a party animal is as much as a man with a long scarf that his mum knitted him to look like Doctor Who can be a party animal.
Yeah. Do you think that when people are organising parties at his school, they're thinking the first person they got to get on the list and make sure he's guaranteed
You've got to take Paul the party animal. Because I bet he's got millions of affectations. I bet he wants to be known as the one that carries around a biscuit tin.
Yeah.
He's got the scarf.
He's the guy who only ever wears bowling shoes.
Bowling shoes.
He's a little bit kooky, isn't he?
Oh my
It's
god.
very interesting what he sent in. He's found this on the web. A Serbian man who has invented a sex machine for women. And he's appealing to Western women to test his device. It runs on a 390-volt electric engine, simulates sex, and has a 7.5-inch artificial penis. As soon as I read this, I was thinking, it's just imagining there going, oh, thanks for coming in, yeah, okay. So what's going to happen is there's a penis that's going to pop out from here, and it's going to have sex with you. I'm going to stand behind the machine. I've got to stand behind here. There's a lot of dials and stuff, but I don't want to bore you in.
Well, why do you have to stand behind it?
I can't. It's technical stuff, but I got to be behind the machine.
But there's no penis on the robot at the moment. It's just a hole.
Don't worry. What will happen is I'll switch the machine on. I'll go behind, and then a penis will appear.
Will it be like a metal-looking penis?
It's going to be his
But it will
penis.
seem like it's a regular fleshy human penis.
So you've made this sort of like robot penis look really realistic.
It's really realistic. You will not be able to tell the difference between, say, the robot one and mine, for instance.
Okay, well, I don't want to see yours.
No, that's absolutely not.
Because I've not come around here to have sex with a person.
I know,
I've come to have sex with you. Yeah,
that's exactly what you're going to get.
Okay,
Another
well,
piece of mechanical...
What?
For a lot of people, sex is important, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Not to you.
Well, it serves a purpose.
What purpose?
No.
Because you don't want to have kids, so what purpose?
Just you know,
Something to do in the
something
evenings
to do, isn't it?
when the telly's broke.
But for years, like they've found stuff, haven't they? Machines from like Roman times that similar to that setup.
No machines in Roman times.
Like that though, the old sort of knob on a stick machine thing.
What?
I'm sorry, but I watch Time Team every week, and Tony Robinson has never done that. And I would not want to stick machine.
I just think of Julius Caesar sitting down and go, okay, aqueduct, we love that. Thanks for that. Straight roads, good idea. We can see the enemy coming. What have you got there?
Well, I'm glad you've asked.
Ploncticus. What have you got there? Wanklicus.
What I've got here is a yieldy knob, and I put that on the end of the stick.
They was not thinking about that back in the day.
phallus. Okay, well done, Wanklicus.
No.
Well done. You are my new right-hand man, as they say.
But they do stuff like that. You've been in the London Museum and that, and they've got sort of sex stuff from years ago. They've got like these metal pants that they used to wear.
I don't know what that is. Metal pants.
Yeah, sort of
Is
metal.
that a chastity belt, you mean? They used to make women wear them so that they could...
When-
No, but they had them for blokes as well, though.
Metal pants for blokes.
Yeah,
Why?
I just think they sort of like sexy metal pants.
What? I don't know what you mean.
What
With
are you
sexy
talking
metal
about?
pants.
Well, they'll have to look because I haven't got it in front of me. It's just something I remember seeing, some sort of sexy metal pants that I used to wear.
But what are you saying? Sexy metal
Carl,
pants?
that was not British Museum, that was Soho.
No, what I mean
That was
is
on Compton Street. You were looking
they
at the
always
shop
had to
window.
be ready for like battle and that, but these were a little bit sexy but protective at the same time.
So, Lancelot, are you ready to face the Black Knight? Yeah, what do you think of these? Huh?
I just want to look good. Will there be women watching, cheering us on?
Well, you're not going to fight like that, are you? What about your
I'm going to wear nothing except these sexy metal pants.
But your chest is exposed.
No, it's a good chest. I'll be working out.
Yeah, I know, but what I mean is you want metal all
I've
over.
actually been lifting up the round table every week. I just work out do that 4 times a day.
But that machine, right? Why did it have to be a woman, or could they have got a little gay fella in?
I
Let
don't
me
know.
just check. Doesn't actually specify the small print. Yeah.
I love that. Why do you want to see a little gay fella be?
I don't want to see it. I'm just saying they're sort of more.
Carl? Why do you want?
I don't want to see it.
Why do you want to
I don't
watch a
wanna see
gay man get buggered by a robot?
I wasn't the one typing in gay machines on the internet, finding stuff out about it.
It's not a
Steve
game
was.
machine. You just made it into a game machine.
Yeah, he wanted
He
to-
did
wanted
just
to
make it
press
into a
winning
gay
with this
machine.
You're saying, can I see a little gay fella get a robot in his arse? You're the one requesting that, Carl.
I don't want-
Oh my god. Carl set himself up. He set himself. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying that-
You're the one that wants to see gay men with metal stuff up their anus.
No, what I'm saying is they're more up for a bit more experimentation than.
What are you saying? Why is that the case?
Why? Why did you say that?
No, just they just butt plugs and that. I mean, what I'm saying is,
What, you can't just say butt plugs and that.
I'm just saying that I reckon they'd be up for it.
What do you know
That's
about
what I'm
butt plugs?
saying. I don't know anything about them. I just remember seeing an advert for some once in a sex shop.
What are you doing?
No, I wasn't. I was just walking past. I was walking past the sex shop and that, and
Your eyes
sort
glued
of
to
Look at
Why are you walking past the
lip.
sex shop?
just because I was on the way to work and that, and I passed one, and there was a little sort of one. It was open early, which I never understood. Right, it was about 8 o'clock in the morning. Right, I
Who's
thought,
rushing out
who's
from
rushing out?
Buffalo
Yeah,
Tower?
who needs them now? Right, but I
I
sort of
must
had
get
a-
a bagel and some poppers on the way to work.
But I walked past it and it had like a little post-it note or postcard type thing, and it was like pop in now, buy an item, chuck in some free butt plugs. And I didn't know what they for. I'd never heard of them before.
God.
But all I'm saying is I've since found out what they do with them.
What
And
do
if
they
they
do with them?
do that with them, then
Yeah.
give them a go on that.
Another email here. It's an interesting fact. I'm hoping it's true. America's first nudist organisation apparently was founded in 1929 by 3 men. Now, what intrigued me when I read that is the fact that it's clearly 3 blokes just trying to meet some nude women.
They're all 52 balding
Exactly.
with little sort of those gold rimmed glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just wandering around, and it's all quite saggy down there, and they're just knocking on doors saying, we've just set up an organisation, it's perfectly above board, completely
Yeah.
legitimate, it's a nudist organisation. You got any women in there that want to come and join us? Because we
Well,
haven't got any
really.
female members at the moment. Got any women in there interested in, volleyball or
I
trampoline?
can't be doing with it, mate.
You hate nudists, don't you?
Nudists. I don't understand what
What?
it's
It's
all
just
about,
being
really.
free.
And here's something, right? Do you know, like, when you're a bloke nudist, right? Do you ever get any who just have, like, a small knob?
I don't know. I don't understand the question.
What's that? What's your point?
Well, are there any blokes who are knocking about who just have a normal-sized knob, or maybe a bit smaller than normal, who are happy wandering about showing off what they haven't got, if you know what I mean?
I don't think nudists are just doing it because they're so proud of their knob.
No, but there's got to be a little bit of that in it, isn't there? Just saying
No,
those
it's just-
blokes who, you know...
It's just being confident. It's just being free. You're not wearing anything. It doesn't have to be because you think that your body is the best. It's just you're comfortable within yourself. Like, I would definitely be a nudist. I'm definitely a nudist in my house. I know that really don't count, but I wish I could be I can be a nudist, but I don't know. I kind of care what my kids think, so...
Nudists, they must be pretty confident in themselves to...
Yes!
You know, I looked once.
What are you hanging out with?
It's natural, that's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? This
As a
is
bloke.
Carl takes a sneaky look at
No,
men's
no.
cock
What I'm saying is, it's
Where
natural.
was this happening? You were in a gym.
No,
A lot of guys are getting changed, and you
No,
were just checking
you're
out their knobs.
at your bedroom window with a pair of binoculars,
No.
and there was a little fella across the road
I
getting
was
changed.
at some night out once.
Go on.
So you were at heaven, and you were in the
It
toilet.
was some night out, and some people come running on the stage, right? Some music started coming on, and these 4 people ran out. It was 2 women.
So
2
you were at a
blokes.
gay strip club.
It wasn't gay in that. It was just a normal night out. Well, you know, some sort of party night out.
Right.
These people come running on, right? You got 2 women, you got 2 blokes.
Right.
They whip their knickers off. The fellas whip their undies off.
At the same
Now-
time?
Yeah, all at the same time.
Was it like a choreographed thing?
So
Go on.
that happened, and all I'm saying is, right, before I had a look at the woman's bits, right, I just had a little cheeky glance at the fellas. Just checking it out, just seeing is everything normal down
Why
there.
are you going into the ladies' bits?
Don't believe me, I had a look at that. All I'm saying
But you went to the guys first.
just I didn't know how long pants were going to be left off for.
So you didn't want to miss your opportunity, is what you're saying? You
Oh
saw
my
a window
God.
opportunity to see some men's bits, and you thought, I better take it.
No,
because this may never happen again.
No,
So what happened? So there's
had a
2
look.
women, 2 men, right? I don't know what sort of event this is where you're looking at anyone get their knickers and pants off. I don't know why you're looking at all.
Right.
So you go right. There's knickers and pants off. Right. Let's check out the knob and testicles first.
you're telling me you've never, like, when you've been in a gym or anything, you've not just sort of turned your head, had a look, and go, all right, yeah, that's all right.
So let's just get this question right. Have we ever been in a gym and just taken a sneaky glance at a man? Is that your question to us?
Right, for me, it's the same as when you see someone who's a bit odd, 2 heads or whatever.
No, it's
To
not!
be honest, if I was in a gym and a bloke came in with 2 heads, I'd look. I'd get a sneaky
That's
glance in the
different.
mirror. I'd go,
Sorry, but you'd look at his genitals or his 2 heads.
it's 2 heads.
Would you sneaky look at the heads and then think, I wonder if he's got 2 cocks?
If I'll tell you what, and now I admit it, if I'm ever in a gym and a naked man with 2 heads walks in, I probably will check out the genitals as well, just to make sure that he's got 2 of them.
Can I tell you the thing
That's
that always freaks me
different,
out? I
though.
sometimes go to the gym, and I live in North London, and the thing that always
I'm sorry, but that is different. If you see somebody with 2 heads, of course you're going to look, because you don't normally see people with 2 heads. But the fact that he's saying that he's at the gym and he's just taking a peek to look at somebody's wee-wee, like, what, Carl? Oh my
freaks
God.
me out is if there's an elderly man, often quite short. I'm always freaked out because there's at least 2 I'm aware of who've got very, very large penises. And I always find that really disturbing because sometimes you can't help but notice because it's like Godzilla coming through, change me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
So
well, there you
that
go.
I do admit that's the only instance where my eye has been naturally drawn to it.
Do you know what annoys me in gyms? Where people walk round happily naked all the time whistling. They get weighed naked, pop a towel on and take off 3 ounces.
How exact have those measurements got to be?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Pop a towel on. I mean, unless you're going on the space shuttle, I reckon you could give or take a couple of
Ounces.
stone. Yeah, couple of
Exactly,
ounces.
yeah. Absolutely right. Well, we've put that to bed.
Carl, can I ask you a question?
Go on.
I know this is what a lot of the fans are already wondering. Is there going to be some monkey news today?
There's got to be.
Of course there is.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Question.
Well, I'm worried because maybe this will steal your thunder. But Sarah has emailed this in a chimp mauling under investigation. I know you're concerned because this actually fuses 2 of our greatest features, Monkey News and Knob News, into one seamless whole.
Oh.
Investigators said they are trying to figure out how 2 chimpanzees that viciously attacked a visitor at an animal sanctuary escaped from their cage. This is the grim bit. The chimps chewed off a man's nose and severely mauled his genitals and limbs.
Why did they go for his genitals?
Right?
Both of them did as well.
Eh?
Both of them. Did you say 2 chimps?
No, you're right. Yeah, it was chimpanzees too.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I just thought
God.
both
Which
of them
one
went.
did it?
They just saw it there dangling away, and they
You
just
go
went,
for the nose? I go for his bollocks.
I got big
What
bollocks.
accents they got there?
I don't know.
Were they kind of New York gangster chimps? They're like soprano chimps.
Oh my God.
What happened to him anyway?
Well, unfortunately, they were shot dead by the authorities.
You see, that annoys me a bit.
I know, but again,
What are you talking about?
But they killing people.
I know, but they were happy in an African jungle a couple of years ago.
That's what they do, isn't it?
That is what they do.
But why aren't they just sort of tranquilised? Where was
Why
this?
have I
Is
been
this
accused like it was my fault? It's because I haven't really Sarah who emailed it in.
Carl
to
has
get
a
an
point.
It
apology.
just annoys me how one way it's kind of like, we're trying to save the pandas, and then the next day someone's shooting them or whatever. I've talked about this before about St. George killed the last dragon, right?
Right, it didn't exist.
It's the same thing though.
No, there's never been any dragons.
But I
It's a
guess-
mythical creature.
Well,
But I guess at the time, because when you use a tranquilizer, right, doesn't it take time for it to work? So if somebody is being mauled and actually killed, you don't have time to be waiting for no tranquilizer to kick in. So, I mean, I understand that they had to shoot. They had to shoot it. They had to kill it.
you
By
don't know
mythical,
that.
it means we made this up, like the unicorn.
I don't even understand. What was your point about the dragon? What's that got to do with
Because
this?
I'm saying out, like, why is it alright to be going around, going mental with a gun, shooting all the monkeys and killing them?
What?
One day we're going to run out.
They
This
not.
is an animal sanctuary, though. So presumably they had quite a cushy time there, because most of the ones I visited, they've always got it easy. They're hanging around on tires, they've got comfy chairs, they're wearing... they're going berserk, they're loving it.
But hang on a minute, you've just answered your own question there. You said they're in a sanctuary, so they haven't had a good upbringing. So they're going to be a bit more, like, madder than other monkeys, aren't they? Because that's where the ill ones go, isn't it?
Sorry, what do you understand by sanctuary?
Well, I've been to one for seals.
It's not like a borstal.
Yeah, it's a borstal. He
It's like
thinks that,
scum.
yeah, like they did some bad stuff in the jungle, and they had a little monkey court, and they went send him to borstal.
Well, what is it then?
No, it's a monkey sanctuary where like a haven.
Well, it's not a haven, is it? It's got a bullet in the head.
Oh my God.
Talking of eating knobs, Carol Thatcher, a daughter of one of our leaders.
Sure.
Well, you saw it in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. She popped a couple of bollocks in the mouth,
Oh.
chewed them up, swallowed them.
Oh.
Kangaroo penis there, dried. She couldn't even get. It was so tough, she couldn't even get through it.
Oh my
And
God.
Eventually, she eats
What was
it.
it, like a pepperoni?
Yeah, and she. What do you think of that, Carl?
What, eating that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
I watch it. I like those little trial bits, right?
Yeah.
But what I don't think people realise is, right, it is hard eating a little kangaroo knob. Right?
Really? How do you know?
No, it's just, you think about it and you go, oh, I couldn't do that, right? But what they never mention on the TV programme, which I think takes it to the next level, right? They're eating that at like 7:30 in the morning.
Sure. Right.
Which
for
is
breakfast.
worse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was there and Ant and Dec said, right, Carl, eat the knob, I'd go, hang on a minute, give us a few hours, let me get some rice and that on my belly, and just sort of fill me up a little bit more. I'll pop back at about 6:30 this evening,
Right.
have it ready. And I'd be happier then. It's just that thing of, you
You just
you've
you
been
don't
at
want
work,
to eat. You don't want to eat.
He
you don't
set
eat
himself
on
up.
an empty stomach.
So what are you saying? You could
I'm saying like I could eat a knob at night, but
just cut that there. We'll loop that. If any DJs are listening, just take that quote. I could eat a knob at night by Karl Pilkington. Maybe do a dance remix.
Yeah,
Just
I think maybe you're sort of a house producer and you could maybe get some kind of high energy beat going, and then we could just send that out to some of the gay clubs. I'm sure it'd be really popular.
Please, anyone, send us, that loop with a nice little, funky house beat. Karl Pilkington saying, I could eat a knob at night.
Rick, it's
Oh
that time
my
again.
God.
It's what everyone's waiting for. Can you do the jingle for us?
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
What?
Right, this week the monkey news is about, we all know, there's monkeys knocking about that aren't happy in this country.
Sure.
Isn't
It is a big problem. Yeah, it's an epidemic.
So they've set up like this place
Okay.
where they all go. The ones that aren't happy in a zoo and what have you, it's getting them down.
They can phone a number and they'll come and pick them up.
Pop them in this house place, right? And basically, they can run riot in there to get freedom to sort of cheer themselves up. There's 3 people running this place, right? So these monkeys, big house and that,
PlayStation, anything they want.
gym, all that lot, swimming.
Gym.
One of them
PlayStation.
wanted to mess about with the woman's breasts. Right?
Which woman's breast?
The woman who works there,
Right.
and she was like, right, pack it in, you know, we've all had a bit of fun. You've been in the gym and everything. She obviously, you know, got a bit excited and that. He was fired up and that, ready for some more action and that. He's trying to have a go on this woman's breast, right? She's like,
Have a go.
She's like, no, you're not doing that. Pack it in and all that. The boss who's running the place was like, come on, let him have a go.
No, right, you're
What?
talking shit.
So anyway, right, so he's there and he's...
So the boss says, yeah, you
the
can have a break.
monkey's saying, the boss is saying, let him have a go.
Come on, Rita. If Monkey wants to play with nipples, let him.
So she's like, I'm not happy with this. And he's going, come on, you know the rules here. We've got to cheer these monkeys up.
What?
This is absolutely bollocks.
Actually, no, and in
It's
the end, she didn't
absolutely
allow it.
bollocks.
The fella bloke sacked her, got someone else in.
I want to see the advert he put in the Guardian media page. I love that. Woman wanted to let Jim feel tits whenever.
It's all up there.
You're talking absolute shit again. There's
Rubbish.
no way that happened.
Absolutely rubbish. Yes, he is talking rubbish. I can see how this led up to an idiot abroad. It all makes sense that the Ricky Gervais show was the start of an idiot abroad. I can see it. Oh my gosh. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely enjoy this show. I love this show so far. I know I'm just gonna love all the episodes. This was genius. This was definitely genius. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and opinions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.